Assalamu alaikum everybody and welcome to ICT Year 6. In today's lesson we're going to learn how to use equations to calculate the amount of money that every customer has to pay. We're going to calculate the amount of money depends on the weight of the package. Alright, okay, let me open a new sheet. Okay, so the formula is weight divided by 50. Okay, so I'm going to charge the customer depends on the weight of the package, and I'm going to get the charges by dividing the weight into 50. Let's grab a calculator right here. For example, if I have a package that weighs 100 and I want to know exactly how much money should I take from that customer, I'm going to divide it by 50. Now the customer has to pay $2. Let's say it's in dollars. Okay, what if the package weighs 1,000? So let's just simply divide 1,000 into 50. Now the customer has to pay 20. When it was just 100, he had to pay $2. But when it was 1,000, the customer has to pay 20. Why? Because the package that he wants to send weighs more. So how can we do that? We're going to use formulas to calculate the charges. Let's create a new column named charges. Enter. Automatically Microsoft Excel is going to include this new column to our table. Now all we have to do is divide the weight into 50, right? So every single formula in Microsoft Excel starts with equal, right? Equals weight divided by, now in Microsoft Excel, divided by is a forward slash. Divided by what? 50. All I have to do is press enter, and automatically it's going to calculate all of the charges to all of the orders. Because this is a data table, every equation that you apply to the first column, it's going to be applied to all of the columns. So when the package weighs 500, the customer has to pay $10 or $10. When if it weighs 750, the customer has to pay $15. Now this is how to use equations to generate charges. Now we're going to have another column right here to calculate whether the customer has to pay or not. Yeah, so if the package is delivered over here, the customer has to pay over here. So first of all we're going to use the if statement, and second of all, the if condition depends on whether the package is delivered or not. If the package is delivered, then the customer has to pay. If the package has not been delivered, then the customer must not pay, right? So let's create a column named to pay. Enter. This is very fascinating, because the more you need columns, automatically Microsoft Excel is going to include it in the data table. All right, we're going to use if statement. Okay, if formula. Believe it or not, you can use if statement in Microsoft Excel the same way that we studied in Scratch. Exactly the same. If statement has a condition. The package has been delivered. That is the condition. If it's delivered, then pay the charges. If it's not been delivered, then pay nothing. How exactly are we going to do that? And this is your formula. Again, it also starts with an equal, and then we have to write if, open bracket, click on delivery, equals yes. That means if in the column delivered the value is yes, then as you can see over here, charges. If it's not been delivered, 0, do nothing. Again, equals if, open bracket, if the column delivered says yes, then do the charges. If it's not been delivered, 0. We can change this 0 because it just doesn't seem professional. All right, so let's get started. Equals if, open bracket, click on delivered, Remember, when you want to put conditions, we have to use the comma. What if the delivered, what is the value of delivered? If it's yes, so I'm going to say if delivered equals, between quotes, yes. In here I'm going to use the commas to give the first action. Okay, if it's been delivered, then let's click on charges. If I click on charges, it's going to display the amount that the customer has to pay. Or I can just bring a message to pay. But in this case, let's click on delivered. This is the first action. If it's been delivered, then charges. But what happens if it hasn't been delivered? Again, comma, 0. That means do nothing. And then press enter. Okay, so as you can see over here, if the delivered column says yes, it's going to bring out the charges, right? And if it hasn't been delivered, type 0. Let's change a little bit in the formula. Okay, equals, if, open bracket, if delivered equals yes, then comma, display the charges. Or let's have a message. Let's try and have a message. Pay. If delivered equals yes, then comma, over here as you can see, it already tells you if the value is true, that means if this equals yes, then let's type a message, and the message always has to be in between double quotes. Pay, let's say the column has to say pay. Okay, what if the value of if is false? That means I have to type a comma. Automatically Microsoft Excel helps you out. What if the if value is false? Then let's bring another message that says no charges. Close the quote and press enter. This seems more logical, right? If it has been delivered, then pay. If it hasn't been delivered, no charges. So the customer has to pay nothing unless the package has been delivered, right? So the whole lesson was very simple. We dealt with equations or formulas, formulas that requires only division in the charges column, and formulas that requires if in the column to pay. One last thing that we can do is convert this into a currency over here. Now you can also choose what type of currency you want, whether it's a Sudanese pounds or dollars or whatever you want. Well, that is it. This would be the last lesson of working with data, where we use Microsoft Excel to create spreadsheets. The next lesson is going to be nothing but we're going to review everything that we have studied in working with data and Microsoft Excel. That is it for this lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. Take good care. Until the next lesson. Bye.